What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, Terence Bud Crawford has some serious animosity that has now built up towards Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez has been calling out Terence Bud Crawford aggressively over the past month. He believes in himself that he can actually go up to welterweight, fight, and beat Terence Crawford. But it's not the fact that he's calling out Terence Crawford. It's how he's calling out Terence Crawford. It's what Terence Crawford is having an issue with. He's saying that Terence Crawford is ducking. He's saying that Terence Crawford has never beaten anybody that was fully themselves. And he's saying that Terence Crawford is essentially overrated. Now, Terence Crawford is an undefeated 3-division world champion, 2-division undisputed world champion, widely acknowledged and recognized as the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world, with a record of 40 wins, no loss, no draw, 31 big wins by way of knockout. He is 36 years of age, 5'8", with a 74-inch arm reach. He's way more decorated than Teofimo Lopez and accomplished than Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is a 2-division champion, former unified lightweight world champion, and the reigning WBO junior welterweight world champion. Now, Teofimo Lopez, 19 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout. He is 27 years of age, 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. So Terence Crawford and Teo are about the same height. Terence Crawford probably a slight bit taller, but he has a 6-inch arm reach advantage. Terence Crawford has knocked out or stopped his last 9 opponents, dating back to his last fight at 140 against Julius Indongo for undisputed. Teofimo Lopez, Terence Crawford became the first male to become undisputed in 2 separate weight classes. Teofimo Lopez is not happy that the politics has robbed him of that accomplishment, that recognition, right? Teofimo Lopez, now to give you a backstory on what I'm talking about, he could have been undisputed in 2 separate weight classes, but he chose not to. Let me tell you why. So, Teofimo Lopez could have done this before Terence Crawford, but he dropped the ball. Teofimo Lopez fought and beat former undisputed junior welterweight world champion, British superstar boxer Josh Taylor, June 10th of 2023. Josh Taylor is now 19 wins, 1 loss, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout. But by the time he fought and beat Josh Taylor had already been stripped of his IBF, WBC, and WBA titles. He only held the WBO title. So and Josh Taylor didn't lose those belts in the ring, he lost them due to politics and not fighting his mandatories. So that, in a sense, robbed Teofimo Lopez of fighting the undisputed champion. Then Teofimo Lopez, in October 2020, he fought the unified 3-belt lightweight champion, Lomachenko. But Lomachenko petitioned to be a franchise champion, which essentially put him at champion in recess and elevated one Devin Haney to the WBC super champion. So Lomachenko went into that fight being a franchise champion, and the franchise belt, you cannot win or lose the franchise title. It was a recognition, okay, an acknowledgement, a trophy essentially. And Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko. He wanted to be recognized as the undisputed lightweight champion, but the history books don't reflect that because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. That being Lomachenko, which was fight his mandatory, Devin Haney, and opted to be the franchise champion. Now, after Teofimo Lopez beat Lomachenko, he could have made it official and fought Devin Haney and beat Devin Haney and officially been recognized as the undisputed champion. But Teofimo Lopez chose to just self-proclaim himself undisputed instead of officially fighting Devin Haney and becoming undisputed, right? So he's never been recognized in history for being undisputed, because he then went on to fight George Kambosos November of 2021, and he lost. Got dropped, and he lost his belts. Then Devin Haney swooped in immediately, fought Kambosos twice in Australia, beat him twice, and officially became undisputed, and is recognized as the first lightweight 4 major sanction belt undisputed world champion, not Teofimo Lopez. So Teofimo Lopez has been somewhat salty at Terence Bud Crawford, because Terence Crawford got that title after him. Because, see, Terence Crawford, now, he beat Julius Ndongo, okay, for undisputed at 140, okay? Now, let me give you the time frames here. He beat Julius Ndongo back in August of 2017. He knocked him out in the 3rd round to become undisputed. So that was 7 years ago, okay? He could have, that being Teofimo Lopez, been able to capture that if the politics didn't prevent it. But unfortunately for him, Josh Taylor was stripped, and he never fought Devin Haney. So Teofimo Lopez in the history books is not recognized in the history books as an undisputed champion. And he's not happy with that. He's just simply not. Okay? There is a short list of fighters that hold all 4 major sanction belts and are recognized as undisputed in the 4 major sanction belt era. And Teofimo Lopez is not one of them. Okay? He's not. You have Alexander Usyk, you have Terence Crawford, Bernard Hopkins, Jermaine Taylor, Canelo Alvarez, Josh Taylor, and Devin Haney. Okay? And Jermell Charlo. And now Inoue. So you have Inoue in order. You have Bernard Hopkins. Then you had Jermaine Taylor, who beat Bernard Hopkins. Then you have Terence Crawford. Then you have Alexander Usyk. Then you have Josh Taylor. Then you have Canelo Alvarez. Then you have Jermell Charlo. And then you have Inoue. Okay? And Inoue is now an undisputed 2-division champion, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he's undisputed in 2 separate weight classes. So now you have Teo, who's salty. Okay? Yeah, so Inoue became the second fighter in history, okay, to become undisputed in 2 separate weight classes. And Teofimo Lopez is not. So now Teofimo Lopez went on a campaign to tell the world that Terence Crawford has beaten a bunch of fighters, and that doesn't even include women boxing. You have Carissa Shields, undisputed 2 separate weight classes, and Katie Taylor, Alicia Baumgardner. I mean, the list is going on and on, okay? But just to give you a list of guys. First, you have Bernard Hopkins, who did it in 2004. Jermaine Taylor did it in 2005 when he beat Bernard Hopkins. Terence Crawford did it 12 years later, 2017. Then you have Alexander Usyk did it in 2018. Josh Taylor did it in 2021. Canelo in 2021. Jermell Charlo in 2022. Devin Haney in 2022. Naoya Inoue, the monster, in 2022. Terence Crawford did it again. And Inoue did it again in 2023. Right? This list of fighters don't include Teofimo Lopez. So you have 11. You actually have 9 undisputed world champions in history, and he's not one of them. So he then goes on a campaign to tell the world that all Terence Crawford's biggest victories came at the hands of fighters who was injured or had some sort of ailment or had some sort of hindrance, right? Errol Spence he was suffering from a broken or detached retina. Jose Benavidez had an injured leg. Sean Porter had 1 foot in, 1 foot out the sport. So he's going on this campaign. And now he's calling for a fight with Terence Bud Crawford. So Terence Crawford showed up to the weigh-in, and Terence Crawford not happy. When asked about Teofimo Lopez, he said, man, bleep Teofimo Lopez, right? Now, here's the thing. Teofimo Lopez is on Terence Crawford's radar now. If given the opportunity, Terence Crawford will fight and beat Teofimo Lopez. He's competitive like that. And if the right situation presented itself for the right price, Terence Crawford will fight Teofimo Lopez. And Teofimo Lopez was recently spotted with he was now spotted with with Keyshawn Davis on the podium, and he stated he didn't like the fact that Keyshawn Davis stated that he was going to lose to Terence Crawford. Now, here's the thing. Terence Crawford's style is completely all wrong for Teofimo Lopez. He has extremely long arms, 6-inch arm reach advantage over Teofimo Lopez. He has the ability to switch from southpaw to orthodox. He has power in both hands. He's naturally bigger. He's crafty. And he's a great counterpuncher with great timing and power in both hands. And we've seen Teofimo Lopez drop by southpaw, and Terence Crawford is a masterclass southpaw. We've seen him drop by Sandor Martin unofficially twice in their fight, and he was dropped by George Kambosos. So we've seen this movie before. Terrible style matchup, and Teofimo Lopez not happy. So Terence Crawford being discredited by Teofimo Lopez is not something that Terence Crawford is feeling. And Terence Crawford really wants to fight Teofimo Lopez now. You can tell. He's really bothered by Teofimo Lopez, and he really wants to fight Teofimo Lopez. It's just that the state and the place where Terence Crawford is currently as it stands, looking to secure a fight with Canelo Alvarez at 168, that's the only reason why this fight is not happening. Period. He's more bothered by that than Jaron Boots Ennis, and not because Jaron Boots Ennis' approach is completely different. Remember, father, trainer, and manager Bozy Ennis stated that Terence Crawford said, "You know how to call me out. If y'all get disrespectful, you know what it's going to be." And they said, Bozy said, "We don't operate like that." Right? Teofimo is being disrespectful, and Terence Crawford is not feeling it at all. But it more than likely is not going to happen. Let's see how it unfolds and plays out, though. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.